So today on Project Shop we have this massive stainless steel box. This thing's weighing in at 283 pounds. This thing is a automatic disconnect or automatic transfer switch for a backup generator. And normally they're not in stainless boxes, but this one was out on the beach. Let's get a magnet on there. And that is real stainless, okay? So I'm gonna get this down off the scale real quick. We'll take a look inside. All right, let's see what we got. We got a lot of goodies in here. It looks like we're gonna get some sheet metal, these panels. And actually this is actually gonna come apart relatively easy because, or at least I can clean the box relatively easy because everything is bolted to these panels, which will come off in 4 screws. Then I can get it out up on the table. But it looks like we're gonna get a little wire, probably number 1, maybe number 2. And some solenoids, might keep those, might scrap them for silver. And we're gonna get some electric motors. I think I took one of these apart the other day. It came apart pretty easy. Some bus bar, more bus bar, big old 400 amp breakers. And it looks like maybe some contact switch down there or something. Anyway, I paid 5 cents a pound for this, along with a bunch of other steel. Because it's just a bunch of mixed metal. I really don't care if it's stainless or not. When there's mixed metal, I always pay the lowest, the lowest metal. So I would have paid $14.15 for this. If I just sold this off as is for 7.5 cents, I would get $21.22 for a profit of $7.07 without even touching it. We just take it, send it to the scrap yard, and be done. But let's take it apart. I believe just taking the stuff out and exposing that housing, which I believe is 35 cents a pound, is gonna be well worth it. So let me get some tools out here and then we're gonna get tearing into this thing. Okay, we're gonna start right here. What this is. Wire recovery. Okay. See what we got over here. Let's see. Snip. Snip. There we go. That's free. Should be able to. Okay. One panel down. Let's see. This one looks like we're gonna be tight. Could probably get this. And that one's gonna be a problem. Well, I guess let's see if we can't just remove this whole board. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can't get this off of there. Oh no, my solenoids. I don't know what they're worth, but Either we try to sell them or we scrap them. This thing is not light. Okay, we got one more bolt to get to. If I got a deep weld big enough for that. Gotta go old school. It's almost like cast aluminum, man, but that's tedious. That's gonna suck. I might as well bring over a chair. Oh no. This one's cross-threaded. Man, I can't do that much tough stuff. I think I tore my bicep. Okay, of course the GoPro got hot and shut off. You know how the GoPros go. So we're gonna switch to the wide angle lens on the other GoPro. Let the other one cool down. I did get those things off, and these things here, there's some studs that are magnetic. That all thread is stainless, but these ones, I just put the adjustable wrench on it. And they break right off. Aluminum, and we got some type of board. Oh, I see gold pins. Probably not nothing. I think all that is. Low grade, no grade. Got some LEDs on there. A little bit of gold. That board looks like it ain't got nothing in it. This thing back here actually looks like it's got a bunch of gold on it. Some more gold fingers. We'll just throw that in with the with our pile of boards. All right. Well, that's ready to go. Well, there you go. One big, clean stainless box. We're at 140 pounds. So just taking all that crap out, we gained $49, right? And we still got some heavy steel here and some copper to recover. And that probably took me, I don't know, maybe like 15 minutes max to get that out. I tore my bicep over here somehow, and I'm working at like half speed right now, so I can't really pick nothing up, or even, it's even hard for me to use these DeWalt drills right now. All right, so we're gonna get that off, and then we're gonna start tearing into these other things. I think that's more stainless. Yep. All right. Let's see what we got here. This, I'm assuming, is a low-grade board. That's number 1 insulated. That's almost strippable too. That's like right on the line. I actually got some number 1 insulate that I'm gonna strip to see if it's actually worth stripping, or probably should put the bid in the right side, or if you should just sell it off. Now, I just did that Romex video, and some people were like, oh, I strip everything. Well, you got some gold fingers here, man. We'll clip this and put it with the boards. That's number 2 insulate. There's certain Romex. What's the point of stripping it if you're going to lose money? Now, it depends on your yard, but like my yard, some of that stuff, I actually lost a couple cents stripping it, as opposed to just selling it as is. And you also have to factor in your time that you're putting into it, because now you got time, you're putting in time to get less money. That makes 0 sense to me. Okay, so number 1 insulate, and of course, the all-time favorite flathead. Just what I want to be doing with a hurt arm. I don't think there's anything worth anything on that board. Maybe if these things are copper under there. That's either copper or brass. We'll throw it with the board. Might as well. Got a couple little transformers on there. And then, oh, check that out. These are fuses. I mean, that's not really worth scrapping. I might just save that. Alright, moving on. That's actually a really heavy piece right there. Those things are pop riveted on. Go. That's one of those when in doubt, beat it out situations. All right. Man, they are relentless with these flatheads. I know one of the subscribers said that they sent me some flatheads. I haven't gotten out to my mailbox to go check. My editor lives out by my mailbox, which is like 40 minutes away. But they're in Texas at the moment. So I don't know when I'll get out there. Maybe over the weekend. Also, someone sent me like a spreadsheet. What do you call it? Got some kind of board down in there. I think I need a skinnier flathead. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I think, well, some guy said, the guy that sent me the knife, which I really appreciate, and some other things, said he sent me a whole kit of flatheads. But another guy sent me, I actually seen it, like an Excel spreadsheet. That's what it was. For when I do the breakdowns at the end. Said my handwriting is garbage. No, he didn't say that, but my handwriting is like trash. Okay. That's actually a nice little switch panel. Oh. I don't know, I might keep this. Power on. Ignition. Start. And then a nitrous button maybe. I don't know. It's a nice switch though. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, but about the Excel sheet, I haven't used it yet. Because one, I'm kind of old school and I've always wrote stuff down. I don't know how well, I mean, I'll try it. We'll see. I do appreciate the thought and the fact that he made that. I appreciate all the subscribers and everything. All the comments, all the suggestions. You know I'm in the comments, man. I read every one of them. Even if I don't agree, or if it's not applicable to what I'm doing. I like the different perspectives. Okay, that's just sheet metal. Got another little board. Oh, there's a little transformer on that one. Okay. Little piece of aluminum. And that's about a clean board there. Where's my hammer? Man, I can't use my right arm. I can, but it hurts. Actually, that's kind of useless because that's sheet metal. We're just going to let that ride. Alright. That can go with sheet metal. I'll keep that, but whoa! Woo, that's heavy. Alright. Ah. Dang. You know, I better stop jerking on things. Okay. Now, where do we start with this? Looks like we got to remove these. Now, I'm probably going to keep these. And these lugs here. This is what the guy was telling me that burn up a lot on these generators. And then when they have a hurricane, sometimes it's hard to find this stuff. Of course, we got the old flathead. I think we should boycott the flatheads. Let them know we ain't playing around. Oh no, I gotta take all of it off. Shoot. Got some nice copper bar there. Okay. Some nice knobs. A lot of cast aluminum there. Okay. Nice heavy chunks of number 2 copper. Wow. I'm not even really sure how that's going to come out. Just pull this face off. Let's see what we got. Yeah, screws are a lot longer than you think. Ugh. Oh! I see chunks of silver. There's a lot less copper in there than I would have thought. Much easier when you take all the screws out. Look at all them washers. I'm more excited about the hardware. I think I'll keep that too. Got time for all that unscrewing. We're just going to clip these. Isolators. I still don't really know how this thing is secured. Oh no, my bit is down in there. Seems like we're back to our old friend, the flathead. Those are some meaty bars right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh. Hold on. We got copper spacers. Okay. The bits. The hardware. We are not keeping the flatheads. I refuse to keep flatheads. Ah. I wonder if that's stainless. Nope. Let's see what we can get out of this. Okay, I broke one of these motors down and got some nice stuff out of it. Now I'll break one down real quick. These are actually nice motors. They actually have replaceable brushes, which a lot of new motors, these are Baldor Industries, which is a pretty good motor. Pretty sure they're made in the United States. Or who knows nowadays. Yeah, manufactured in USA. So these things came apart pretty easy. The most tedious thing is it's mounted on this plate, and the freaking bolts are so close that you can't get a ratchet in there or a socket. You got to do this tedious stuff. There's literally no room. But I'll tell you what, we are gaining a bunch of nice hardware. Man, one day when I get to it, my nut and bolt bin is going to be stocked. I literally got barrels and buckets of hardware I've been saving. Big old plates. Now, there was some more tedious stuff in here. I was able to get some of these off, but one of them is behind this thing here, and the other one, oh, I can't push with my arm. This thing, I tell you, man, these flatheads, like a spring doohickey in there, but look at that. Nice chunk of, I think that's copper. And then that comes off. And then we have this little wrench. Now we're back to some more tedious. I'll try to get this done before the camera gets hot and shuts off. But I broke the other one down pretty much all the way down to the armature. This is really interesting. There's like things coming out of the side of the motor. Like a worm gear in there, right? Alright, now this thing came apart relatively easy. It's a lot of reduction. Probably some high torque coming out of this thing. okay? Cast aluminum. Piece of brass. More cast, prepared steel. And then we have this bottom plate. And then another plate. Uh-oh. Now, I just cut these wires. I mean, those brushes, they were probably worth saving. I'm actually going to see if that bearing is worth saving. Okay. Oh! She was cooked. I bet you they replaced this whole entire thing because that one thing got cooked. Dag, man, that's messed up. Now, I did have a... did have to grind this, so we're going to put my face mask on. You don't want to be breathing burnt copper. Let me grind this first. Then I put this up in the vise. Huh. Okay, so the other one just fell right out. This one, this one has some type of something holding it in there. That's a piece of extruded. Now, that other one came apart so much easier because it wasn't burnt. Burnt copper. There's your problem. Man, imagine how much that stainless case was. And them 400 amp breakers. For them to change that out over a burnt little tiny piece of copper. Okay. Well, there you have it. I'm not going to break down these breakers any further because I'm actually going to be doing a breaker video, and we'll break these down on them. I'll just weigh them up as like shred. Because I have a whole bucket full of, what do you call it? Silver that we're going to be recovering. I'm hoping I got enough silver I can pour one of those little bars. So we're going to do a bunch of breakers, everything from like 10 amps all the way down to little things like that, the little buttons, all the way up to 1200 amps. These are pretty big breakers. These are 400 amps. All right. Imagine how big them 1200 amps are. Okay. I'm going to round this stuff up and get it separated and sorted. And then I'll come back and weigh it up and see what we made. Okay, I got everything kind of sorted. Now I will be saving these, but I am going to weigh them. But we got cast 15.3 minus a pound for this thing here. Then we got the shred. I'm just going to throw them with the shred. I know that's what I could get for them. But there is copper we're going to recover and some silver. We have 98 pounds of shred. And then we'll tear this. This is actually extruded aluminum. 1.2 pounds. We got 2.8 pounds of #1 insulated. Now there was one piece of #2. We're just gonna let it slide. We'll add it with a whole big bunch and not really worry about it. This is the prepared steel. Now, I did save all this nice hardware. The only hardware I didn't save, which was actually nice, I will never save flatheads, okay? They are going straight to the scrapyard. 14.98 pounds of prepared. Then we have the #2 copper at 6.83 pounds. We have electric motors. I don't even know if that's gonna, 1.98 pounds. Then I did recover a little more stainless. 0.88 pounds. And then there was 2 chunks of brass, which I don't even think is going to register. Now, we'll just chalk that up to something. We'll throw that with some other brass. So I'm going to run these numbers real quick and see if it was worth processing. Okay, here's the numbers for that box. Out the gate, we had 283 pounds. If I would have just sold it off, we would have made 21.22. I paid $14.15 for it. And I would have made $7.07. Now, since I broke it down, we got 140 pounds of stainless steel, 35 cents a pound, for $49.30. Definitely worth it just on that. Even if I would have just taken that off and thrown the rest in shred, literally I could have had that box clean in like less than 10 minutes and made an easy 40 bucks. The shred, 98 pounds, 0.075. 735. Prepared steel, $14.98 at 9.5 cents, $1.42. Then we had cast aluminum, 14.3 at 58 cents, 8.29. Extruded aluminum, 1.2 at 70 cents, 84 cents. #1 insulated, 2.8 pounds, $2.48 a pound, $6.98. Electric motors, $1.98. 1.98 pounds at 28 cents, 55 cents. And then the #2 copper, 6.83 pounds at 3.30 at $3.30 for $22.53 for a total of $97.22. And if we minus the $7 we would have made just selling it off, the upgrade gave me a $90.15 increase. And now it did take me 2 hours to do that. That's including all the crazy camera changes and I tore my bicep muscle or something, man. My arm's killing me. I can barely pick up a drill, so I'm working at like half speed. So for me, that came out to 45.07. Now, even with the hurt arm, I can say that if I was just on that, not filming, I could have made that in an hour and made that $90 an hour. So the stainless box was definitely worth processing. We got some goodies. I'm most excited about getting some hardware out of it. We did get a little number 2 copper, and we have these motors here. I was wondering if I should try to cook them or cut one side to see if I can't get that stuff out. If this whole nugget here was copper or not. I don't know. Stuff like this, to me, seems like that's hammer mill territory. Like, I think a hammer mill would be the way to go with something this small. I really don't want to mess with it. I'm probably just going to sell it off. So, anyway, let me know what you think. Would you have just sold that off? Or would you have broken it down? And how far would you have went with the breakers? I'm going to break them down more. I literally have a whole trash can full of some big boy breakers. So we're going to get some nice silver recover going, and I'm hoping I can have enough to pour the small mold that I have. Now, I don't know what the melt, I got to look up the melting point. Is it more than copper or less? If it's more, my kiln ain't going to do it. I'm going to have to figure something else out. We'll just keep stacking them until we get the right setup. But anyway, if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'm doing a what's in the barrel. We had a barrel here. This is what we pulled out of it. And we're going to start going through some of these other barrels over here. So stay tuned for that. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard. Dancing. You ever seen your copper dance before? I'll find them bolts you dropped. Okay. Looks like it's like silver coated or something. See how easy they come out? Man, I struggled with this in the past. And now they're just basically falling apart. Bam, look at that. Nice chunk right there. Those were some heavy ones.